And what's doing, guys? Back with another fresh final review, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new X Plus 25cm Frankenstein from Frankenstein Conquers the World, or as we call it in wherever else, Frankenstein versus Baragon. Bam! Alright, so this figure came out mid to end of June 2018, just in time for the summer, and this, let me just point out some facts here. This figure has been a long time coming. A very, very long time. I have been just begging for a Frankenstein figure from X Plus for the longest time, okay? And it finally happened. So what was the hang-up? The hang-up was that the actor who portrayed Frankenstein in the movie Frankenstein Conquers the World, his family did not want his likeness to be used in figure form or probably in any kind of marketing or production or any kind of material, from figures, whatever. So, unfortunately, he did pass away earlier in 2018, and after his passing, the family agreed to allow toy companies through Toho, X Plus Bandai, to use his likeness in figure format. So, what do we mean by likeness? As far as I could think of, this is the only Toho kaiju creature monster that you see the actor for the most part. There is some prosthetics over Frankenstein in the movie, but it's all the actual actor, his body, arms, legs, his Frankfurter legs and everything, and his face, his eyes, his lips, his nose. So that's the likeliness here. This is the actor that we see in the film who portrayed him in figure form. So that's why the holdup was there as far as using his likeliness. So, he passed away. Rest in peace, sir. But now we have him in mortal form, in fresh vinyl form from X Plus. Bandai Premium also did a Frankenstein figure that came out in the fall of 2017, and early winter, I guess. And as soon as I saw Bandai do theirs, I'm like, yup, we're gonna get an X Plus one. I was like, without a doubt, we're gonna get an X Plus one. And I held out for this version. Now, I will admit, the Bandai Premium Frankenstein, it does look pretty good. It's got an awesome pose, and I'm not afraid to admit I think the pose on the Bandai Premium is better than the X Plus pose. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shred the Bandai Premium figure, but that figure is going for like $80, $85. That's the cheapest you can get it from dealers or retailers, whoever's able to sell it that obtained it. I passed on that because I got this for roughly $95 from Hobby Search. So that's my stance. And like I said, the Bandai Premium does look good. Okay? Alright, so moving on to the X Plus version here. Awesome. Finally got it. Freaking stoked. I know, between my buddy David, John, everybody else on Fresh Vinyl Live, and the X Plus community. Awesome. Now, I went standard. Because the Rick version comes with a crawling Baragon, and Frankenstein comes with extra set of arms holding Dr. Kaiwachi. I always think of the dubstep artist Kaiwachi, but I'm pronouncing the guys wrong from the movie. Anyway, it's Kawachi, something like that. Anyways, the Rick version comes with Frankenstein holding that doctor in his hands because he caught him. Okay, so I wasn't too sold on that pose or him holding somebody. So, and I don't need another crawling Baragon. Yeah, I probably could have sold it, but whatever. I didn't feel like double dipping or having to bother with trying to sell a Baragon, so I just went with the standard. Standard cost me, like I said, about $95 from Hobby Search. Bam. The Rick was probably around $300, I think. I can't remember. I didn't really look too much into it, but again, you're getting the Rick version of Frankenstein and the crawling Baragon. Now, the crawling Baragon, I've seen it in person. It has a little bit of a darker paint job than the standard version that came out some years ago, okay? So that's why I went standard. Now, the figure itself, really not much to Frankenstein here. It's just a humanoid. No tail, no squishy soft action. You don't have to worry about putting anything together. But it looks great. From the detail on his legs. Look at those Frankfurter legs, old Frankie legs. Look at all that disgustingness, that scaling and that hair buildup and everything. As we work our way up to his outfit, he's going for kind of like a Tarzan-esque outfit here. Of course, we couldn't have him running around the film naked and everything. That would not good. So he's got like some tree-made shorts and a tunic, I guess we're going to call it, a half tunic going up over his shoulder and everything. So that looks really, really good. Nice dry brushing throughout the figure because on his outfit, it's mostly a dark brown with dry brushing highlights on it. So that looks really good. Again, up to his arms, hands, and everything. His chest, hairy, just scaly looking. It almost looks like he's decaying, kind of like a zombie-like. As we work our way up to his face, only the face a mother can love. He definitely needs some dental work, probably braces, and it looks like he has a very horrible overbite. Okay, so, but that looks good. I mean, you can't blame him. He didn't ask for that life, right? Eyes look good, head looks good. Now, there is a seam over here across his forehead. No, that's not where he was created or his electrodes. What happens here is you pull this off and you reveal his brainless head. And there is 2 knobs. You could play with the eyeballs. And you want to be careful with them. You don't want to be too rough because I'm always iffy about these eyeball moving because I don't want them to pop out or come loose. Likeliness of that happening, not sure, and I don't want to find out. But anyway, easy off, easy back on. You can turn the eyes left, right, up, down, cross-eyed, Undertaker eyes, whatever you want to do with it. Pretty cool. And then you just plop it back on right there and good to go. Not a distracting seam. I mean, I would say if anybody's displaying the Frankenstein on your shelf like that, that's kind of weird. But, I mean, then you're going to see the seam. You just put him like that, or if you're going to have him face the back, kind of like the dude from Blair Witch Project, you're not going to see the seam. Not a big deal. No problem, no way. Other seams, there's some seams on the arms from the way this was sculpted, again, because of how this figure was supposed to be with the Rick version. But other than that, it's really awesome. I dig it. Again, the pose, it's just a generic pose. He's just kind of standing there. Now, there was a couple scenes in the movie, maybe more than I'm thinking of, and I need to watch it again, where he's kind of just standing there, kind of like just thinking of what to do, in a monstrous thought, whatever's going on up his head. So it's a static pose. It's not horrible, but, when you look at the Bandai Premium, he's like, that looks pretty cool. But I think the reason they went with a standard pose like this is maybe for balancing issues, but I can't really say that entirely because Bandai figured it out. But with the pose, you get a plastic base and the plastic stand to go with. So you don't really need it to have him stand up. So if you're worried about him falling over, because I'm not gonna, he does tip, see? And he just falls backwards. So if you put him with the stand, you don't have to worry about that. I don't like the stand. My shelves are not really gonna tumble or anything, as far as I know, unless there's an earthquake. So I'm gonna display him like that, and it looks cool. Bam! Okay? What else can I tell you? So let's do a little comparison here with Baragon. Good size. Now, Baragon stood up. Actually, where's my darn it. Not prepared here. I'm never prepared. I don't even know where my other Baragon is. But we'll pull up. This is not the 25 centimeter. Oh, where is it? Anybody see my other Baragon? There it is. There goes the Jaguar. That's why I should use a stand. So, whatever. It happens. I'm not worried about it. So, we got two 25 centimeter Baragons. This is the 65 version. Yes. This is the 65 crawling version. Yes. Both versions standing up. So, we put them together. They scale pretty nicely. Maybe Baragon looks a little bit bigger. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. I think he looks a little big for Frankenstein, the standing version. The crawling version, I think, looks pretty good. But, it's like Frankenstein's, or Baragon's looking at Frankenballs. But, whatever. I'm probably going to display them. I think I'm definitely going to display these together because they have to go together. And along with the Frankenstein brothers. Or Santa and Gyra, the Gargantua brothers, I meant. Sorry. So, scaling-wise, he looks pretty good. Again, a very simple figure. Not much to him. Doesn't take up a lot of real estate, so that's a good thing. Right? Right. Okay? What else can I say about him? He's awesome. I'm happy we have a Frankenstein finally. And I'm good. I don't think I'm going to pick up the Bandai Premium because this is everything. Sorry, baby. I love you. But yeah, that's it. The box was a basic 25 centimeter box. I didn't talk about that at the beginning because I cut it up, ditched it, and I think I just saved the little nameplate. But that's it. Okay? That's really it. I'm going to start rambling if I don't stop now. So, thank you for watching, guys. My next review, I got Mulgara from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. I still got to do the Yuji Sakai Godzilla 54 light up. And then I got the... what else am I missing over here? I got the new King Goji Godzilla 62 that's actually in shipment at the time of this recording. So we got a bunch of reviews I got to knock out still. And the collector spotlights are going to come through. And I'm going to try to get around and do some more Fresh Vinyl cribs if you guys caught that episode with Jessica Etchels. If you haven't, check it out. It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. So it's kind of like an in-person collector spotlight for the whole collection. Maybe I'll do my own Fresh Vinyl crib here. Probably should. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed Frankenstein. If you haven't seen Frankenstein Conquers the World, definitely check it out. Try to pick it up. The DVD here in the United States, the dubbed American version, is it's out of print, hard to find. One of my buddies is actually borrowing it, so I need to get it back. I really want to watch it again. But you can always try to pick up the Japanese DVD. It's not as bad, you know. If you got the gist of the story, then you could follow along with it. And that is my review. I love it. It's a 10 out of 10. I really don't have any hits for it. You know, it's just my own personal opinion about the pose. So definitely a 10 out of 10. X Plus knocked it out of the park. No complaints from me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I will see you on the next Fresh Vinyl review. Thank you for watching, guys. And remember, buy vinyl, Fresh Vinyl. Bam!